Alright, hello and welcome everyone. The CEVO Season 2 playoffs are again here. It is Monday night. As you may notice, Faded going up against Fabulous Fagos here in a best of 3. This is the lower bracket finals. MLG going on at the same time, so Faded playing with 2 substitutions as their normal carry and another support. Corey and Jabano right now playing for Stay Free in their second game versus Pretty Boy Swag. So this is game 1 of a best of 3. They will be joining us later once their game 2 finishes up in MLG, but had to get it started as it was getting pretty delayed and pretty late into the evening. But as always, I'm Helium. I'll be bringing you this solo casting tonight as Faded gets us started off with the bans there, the Batrider being taken out. And then Fabulous Fagos, a wise ban, they take out the Visage. Faded loves to run aggressive tri-lanes, and as we all know, Visage, a hero that really excels in that lane with spells like Soul Assumption that can just do so much damage early. His Q, Shallow Grave, is that what it's called?
10 seconds remaining.
Whatever it is, the slow, and also gives you attack speed, is quite nice as well in the lane, and is pretty spammable, but obviously you want to save that mana for the Soul Assumption. And of course the familiars provide a bit of a nuisance in the mid to late game with good stuns. Added form of initiation there off the Visage familiars, but won't be seeing any of that. And of course Batrider taking out can really punish poor positioning from teams at any level of play, whether it be pubs, lower level amateur play, CEVO, professional play. We'll put it in that order. Yeah, with the blink up on the lasso, I mean, he's a versatile hero. He can go mid, he can offlane fairly well, given the right circumstances, and if not, you can just put him in the jungle, and he's quite a threat, picking up, 8 to 12 minute blink daggers, depending on how the game goes, taken out. So not going to see any of that, and that's not a surprise here. He rarely makes it through these days. But yeah, waiting on that second ban, so Razor going to be taken out. Another annoying hero. I'm not a big fan of him if you watch my casts. I just don't really like him that much. He's really great sometimes in the right situation where he can kite everyone around, can get off static links, has a big ult, find some early farm. I mean, he's pretty dependent. If you go the traditional damage items, I don't think he's that great. If you go Ags, Refresher, it's way more fun, but it's a little more risky. I don't know. Whatever. We'll stop talking about it as we see OD taken out as a strong mid lane, and then 4 rapid fire picks. So farming all day, every day. Go with a pretty safe life stealer pick. Great all throughout the game. Great in team fights. The good escape in Infest. Good offensive spell in Infest. Open wounds, Rage. Lifestealer is great, we've seen him a lot. Darkseer as well. Remaining. Strong laner with an Ion Shell, can easily win 1v1, or at least get farm. In an off lane, same thing. He can push the lane with his Ion Shell, get it back to his tower, get XP, and probably get some farm as well. So a great hero there. Makes it breaking the high ground harder for Fabulous Fagos, as Darkseer will be there with Wall Vacuum. So great all-around hero. Abaddon picked up. Being picked up a lot more recently, as he was recently added to the Captain's Mode pool. But Abaddon, a great hero, the Miscoil for the heal, as well as a strong nuke in tri-lane versus tri-lane situations, or, even in a defensive tri-lane, roam over to mid. There's no stun, which is a little annoying. One of his downsides, however, if he had a stun, he probably would be the most broken hero in the game. But yeah, Miscoil is good for lane sustain as well as nukes. Aphotic Shield is a purge. So Abaddon actually a hero who is great against Batrider. You can Aphotic Shield whoever gets lassoed, it's immediately off. And then yeah, so Abaddon, Weaver picked up. It's going to be really nice with the Aphotic Shield to be able to dive like crazy. Even Weaver with a shield alone will almost be enough to pretty much initiate a team fight, as Weaver going to be hard to kill, absorbing that extra 250 damage, doing mad AoE damage with Saguchi and shield. So look for a strong combination between those two heroes. Furthermore, on the bans, Fabulous Fagos, they take out a Rubik, so don't want any of their spells that Abaddon can offer, or that Saguchi, especially on the Weaver, a prime target for Rubik to steal. Yeah, they don't want to deal with it. They're going to take out the Rubik, and Anti-Mage as a strong carry option for Fabulous Fagos here is going to be taken out as the banning continues. Alright, so we finally caught up. And now Bane being taken out here as a strong support. He is obviously very good against snakes. Of course, the Enfeeble in lane makes getting those early last hits pretty much impossible, if not just very hard or very annoying. And then of course he has the Nightmare to take someone out of a fight And even more so, the Fiend's grip on the Lifestealer is the main reason they're going to take out that Bane here. He's a great hero overall, and he's a pretty strong counter to that Lifestealer. So we're going to take out the Bane. So Lifestealer, he's happy so far. There's not... Well, Weaver is a good hero against Lifestealer, so it wouldn't surprise me if Fabulous Fagos wants to have that matchup in their lanes, either Weaver versus Lifestealer one-on-one, or a Weaver tri-lane with an Abaddon. Both Abaddon and Weaver actually are going to be great against Lifestealer, because what he offers in the tri-lane is an initial slow with his open wounds. So they put a slow on, we'll just say the third hero they pick up here, or Abaddon or Weaver. It doesn't matter, any hero in the tri-lane. Abaddon can purge the open wounds, and then Weaver can just Saguchi out of it, so Abaddon won't even have to waste mana if it's thrown on Weaver. So two great heroes to go into a tri-lane versus a Lifestealer. And Faded has to know this, so maybe they adapt their draft a little bit accordingly. And apparently, Fabulous Fagos just going for the really annoying running around, you can't kill us unless you pick up heavy stunners, and then even then, probably not, because we have Abaddon build strat thing. So yeah, Timbersaw picked up here, another hero that can do tons and tons of burst damage, zipping in and out there on the trees, Tarzan style. Timbersaw's picked up, really explodes damage-wise at level 6 when you get that Chakra Magic, throw your ult out. It's just insane. Remaining. He can do like 800 damage in 2 seconds, I want to say the stat is. But yeah, so a strong, annoying team so far for Fagos. Faded, they're still playing, I don't know, safe, standard, whatever, Wombo combo maybe. Naga Siren is their third pickup here, so now they have a net, so a bit of lockdown. Ooh, actually, I don't know if Aphotic Shield takes net off. Because it is a physical spell, so obviously you can net Lifestealer and Rage, and Naga would have been another good hero to pick up versus the Lifestealer, but here, Faded, they have the Naga. I'll have to wait and see if Aphotic Shield will purge the net from Naga. If it doesn't, Naga an extremely good pick. And if it does, Naga's still a pretty good pick. They played a lot, so they're not any strangers to Naga play. Sorry, the last ban, I've been seeing his old man face there. Coddle was the 4th ban from Fagos, so they're taking out that Coddle. I think they want to push fast. Maybe not push fast, but just be aggressive at the towers, and Coddle's bad for that. He can, what is it even called? Illuminating? Light? What? How do I not know this? Whatever. He can horse your face off at the towers when you're trying to push or stage a team fight, so they're going to take him out. Faded, they're going to pick up a Storm Spirit, so no surprise there. I was expecting Puck maybe first and foremost. He offers a little more team fight control with the Dream Coil, as well as providing a Nakes Bomb with either the Illusory Orb or the Blink Dagger pickup. But Storm Spirit doesn't need a Blink Dagger, just needs a couple items, bigger mana pool, and then the Nakes Bomb is a go. So they have that. They can also be very aggressive and punish any positioning from Fagos if they mess up. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, Abaddon, if he's waiting around, say they go on Venge, Abaddon, Aphotic Shields, good chance she's going to get away. So, I don't know. It can go well for either side. Whoever takes the earlier team fights or earlier skirmishes a little better, maybe more likely to take it in the end. Because so far, looking at the carry, Weaver, he can go late versus Lifestealer, but Lifestealer gets a Basher, gets a better start than Weaver. Lifestealer's gonna just snowball ahead, and the same thing goes for Fagos. I think if they get ahead early, they can probably stay ahead early, so the early fights will probably matter a lot in this Game 1 CEVO Season 2 playoffs, the lower bracket finals. And there's just to talk more about the tournament, yeah, the grand finals will be Thursday. I want to say that's the 12th. Best of 5, I believe the team that is waiting for them, No Fire Wisp Bottom, takes a 1-game advantage starting that best of 5, since both of these teams have already lost to drop to the lower brackets. That's what I expect. I'm not 100%, but we'll have the details
Radiant team
that night, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure they're on CEVO. We could just look it up. But either way, the finals are set after this, the only game remaining. And that's No Fire Wisp Bottom, which is going to be waiting. They took Faded out, so Faded looking to get a win here and then go get revenge in the finals. And arguably a favorited team, I don't know. Well, here they're playing with their subs, but they've got Corey, they've got Girbano. They're playing on Stay Free, they're in MLG. So some big name players on Faded, but No Fire Wisp Bottom obviously hasn't lost yet. So we're looking forward to that. I'll be casting that as well. Anything else? CEVO Season 3 placement. The registration got extended, so the way CEVO Season 3 will work, all the teams that were in the Season 2 finals, or excuse me, that is the wrong overlay. All the teams that were in the CEVO Season 2 playoffs will be making main. So CEVO main will be starting in CEVO Season 3. And that will have 16 teams immediately, and then the placements are to make main. So if you think you're a high-quality Dota team and you can compete with these guys, that is for you. Sign up for it. And yeah, registration got extended. Check out the links on CEVO.com. Otherwise, I mean, they're both free, but otherwise you can just sign up for Open and you will be in CEVO Open for Season 3. And I believe that works for CSGO, 1.6, Source, Dota 2, Battlefield COD. I'm pretty sure they're all expanding. But obviously Dota 2 is the one that concerns us. So with that, let's get into the game. Faded versus Fabulous Fagos. This is game 1 of a best of 3, and Fabulous Fagos on the Dire. It looks like their last pick, didn't even mention it, was a Spirit Breaker. So Blarg playing a solo safe Spirit Breaker, gonna look to maybe just hit level 3, maybe level 6, and then throw out the ganks like crazy. Just be really aggressive in this game. Better with Bacon. We've seen a big plays from him, notably on the Clockwork, at least what I'm remembering. Big Clockwork plays. This hero's got a hook. It's pretty much Clockwork. We'll see what he can get done on the Timbersaw on the mid lane. Meanwhile, heading into bot, we've got Shredder on the Weaver. Standard build here. Regen, gonna build into a quick Bass, probably for his team to push a little bit, as well as the mana regen. Broccoli and Cheese, lots of regen as well. He probably pulled some wards. Yeah, pulled some sentries over to Rarsum, the last player here for Fabulous Fagos on Abaddon. So look for some big plays from him. Over to the Radiant. This is Team Faded. We've got Theory on what I'd say a fairly signature hero of his. He's going to be Darkseer in the off lane. And he's going to look to creep skip here as he's expecting a solo lane, and he's right. We can see he's got the Stout Shield, and we'll begin creep skipping shortly. Cybe in the mid lane on the Storm Spirit. Moderately fast bottle build. Should have an interesting time against Timbersaw. Timbersaw is melee, so Static Remnant, we can see he got that first. Could be a little annoying to get the farm for Bacon, but he also does a lot of burst, so we'll see what happens there. And to hurry up with these introductions, Dindom on the support utility Naga Siren. Dimitri playing in tonight's game, haven't seen him in a while. He's going to be on the Jakiro here, and last but not least, What's Up Now Swedes on the Lifestealer. So that finishes up those introductions. Trilane versus Trilane, wards are a big part of this, so they have a ward here for Vision. That's the Dire. Fabulous Fagos with a nice ward here. Sentry blocking the camp. Radiant, Faded. They've got Vision in their jungle, so no loop arounds until it gets dewarded right now. And then last but not least, ward down here, Faded, or Fabulous Fagos, excuse me, Rune Vision and Rune Control. So we'll see if Timbersaw can pick up any of those. If he goes bottle, does Timbersaw go bottle here? I suppose that's not bad, but I mean, if you can just farm straight to mana boots, that's probably the better choice. He really needs those mana boots and then right into that Bloodstone. But we'll see what he decides to go. Theory taking a beatdown from these creeps, actually, on this creep skipping. Maybe just trying to keep blocking this camp or pull into it to farm the camp and the creep. But so far, Blarg, I'll pull up a useful stat here. Last hitting okay at the tower, having to tank the creep a little. He's got 4 last hits now, but you know, Theory, he's not really going to be missing too many in that tower dive situation. So he's up at 13 in the bot lane. Support's trying to get some pulls off. Rarsum trying to be a little annoying and contest this. That last hit goes to Dimitri, so he'll actually get the XP there. So far, so good until the stun comes out here from Broccoli and Cheese. They were looking for the first blood. The net goes out into an ice path. Not sure if that purged it or it just ran out. So verdict, I'm still not convinced. Oh, top lane though, lots of action. Theory going for the first blood. Blarg will drop to the Ion Shell damage level 2, being dove at his own tower. Theory escapes with 60 HP, and that's going to be the first blow. That's a big play to shut down a hero that's going to be extremely annoying later on. Shredder though, chained up in here. Not a whole lot of damage yet. Dindom does not have the Riptide. He got the net first. So I guess it's pretty situational. Sometimes you just want the Riptide damage or the Ensnare. Looks like he opted to get the Ensnare first in this game, just probably because of the Weaver. Alright, so first rune, it looks like past the 0-minute rune is going to go to Cybe. He picks up an Invis. Better with Bacon. He's still pretty healthy, but there is a Courier, only level 4. I bet if Ball Lightning was available at this point in the game, probably would have won for that Courier. Was that a bottle? I don't know, let me check. Yeah, it was since it's still walking, he's gonna take 2 charges and send it back with 1 because the ground Courier goes really slow with a bottle. But anyway, game still going on. Let's check into the last hits here on the carries in this tri-lane versus tri-lane situation. We've got ourselves our Weaver, Shredder here for Fagos at 11 last hits, 1 deny. And what's up now, Swedes? 10-0, so not a big difference here in farm in the bottom lane. But, of course... Oh, excuse me. I was going to say they got first blood, but no, that was Theory in the top. He got first blood. He's looking for more. At this stage in the game, the bot tri-lane can't really TP up here to assist, so Blarg is kind of on his own, in Theory playing that really smoothly, not taking any tower hits, letting that creep tank it up, but doing a lot of damage to the Spirit Breaker. And yeah, mid lane farm, let's check into that one as another rune spawns top. That's going to be an illusion here at the 4-minute rune. But 19 on CEVO, so getting the better farm as you would expect. Yeah, just by 1 though, so not a whole lot. I'd say that would be pretty expected. Timbersaw is actually a really strong laner. And as long as he's taken some attacks from the creep to sort of balance on his reactive armor regen, he can kind of tank up the static remnants anyways. So in that matchup, that's pretty much what he's going to be doing right there. Oh, Darkseer actually in the top lane will go down this time, but able to take out Blarg again, and that's going to be Ion Shell level 3. So 70 damage per second, gets the kill, but will go down. It's a chase for the top rune. CEVO, though, definitely going to go ahead and get that, and maybe go for a kill. He's got an overload. He throws it out, but no, heads right back into lane. Needs to get some farm in this early game, get some items up so they can Nyx bomb later on. But so far, game going well for Faded. 2-1, and that 1 kill didn't even yield any experience since Spirit Breaker was already dead, and he gets some of that gold. But I guess, I mean, it's kind of early. Oh, mid lane gonna have a go. CEVO gets low, forced to bottle up. Faded laning a little better so far and getting those kills a little bit ahead on the gold and XP as you might expect. Oh, I should change my overlays. I see a flaw. Orbit not joining me tonight as he also was playing in MLG earlier, so a little busy, a little tired after those games. Maybe I can get him in for game 2. I'll probably will try to do so. It's a little more fun to have a co-caster than just solo casting. First item pickup in the bottom lane. Shredder, he goes for Tranquil Boots, doesn't get a wand. Rarsum, yeah, and has that wand already. In a tri-lane versus tri-lane where lots of spells are going out, if you can force someone to overextend and then, you know, wand up, they don't expect it, and then counter-initiate. So wands are very... Or I guess I should say sticks. Magic sticks are very important in tri-lane versus tri-lane. It looks like only 1, 2... No, okay, Nyx has one, Dindum has one on the Naga, and Rarsum. So only 3 of the heroes down here have one. In mid lane, though, it's a gank. It's a charge onto CEVO and the Nether Strike. He will follow that ball lightning, but they're under the tower now, and it looks like CEVO will be okay, as it's better with Bacon running out of mana, so... We can actually see here that Spirit Breaker isn't a bad hero, really, especially once he gets stronger. But actually into the bot lane, the fight goes out. Broccoli and Cheese open wounds into a net. Ice Path to follow up. Dimitri will drop first, though, so they try to fight. They get counter-initiated on. The Aphotic Shield exploding soon. Broccoli and Cheese, he gets healed. A missed coil. Now, what's up now, Swedes, with no rage, but able to pick up that kill. It's 2 for 1 in favor of Fagos so far, and they've blocked in what's up now, Swedes on the Nyx. He will go down as Rarsum pops his wand, seeing how important it is there, because without it, probably would have went down, actually. So 3 for 1 in the bottom lane, so Fabulous Fagos all over this lane right now. And CEVO in the mid lane still getting some harass. 36 CS to 32 though, so he is farming better, and that gank was unsuccessful, so that pulls the Spirit Breaker off a bit of farm, but he's not too worried as a Spirit Breaker. Because if anyone hasn't noticed, this hero's very strong and doesn't really need items, so he's just looking to get on the field and looking to get some ganks. He's TP'd to the bot lane. He's ready to charge up. Top tower goes down though. Theory with the creep skipping. Now that it's abandoned by the Spirit Breaker, they know he's not there, so they've got to expect him to be bottom. But Theory, taking advantage of that, gets the top 1 tower. Let's see, they're looking to go. The stun goes out onto Dindum. He could be in trouble. Open wounds onto Rarsum. Charge, though, onto what's up now, Swedes from Blarg. Net goes out. Dimitri again get a drop here. So a slightly tanky Jakira, though, still taking a lot of falls. Blarg, Nether striking Dindum. And then Vengeful Spirit going to finish up there with the kill from the magic missile. But here comes CEVO. He's T-baited in. He will get Broccoli and Cheese. Maybe. He gets bashed, actually. Aphotic Shield to save the day. And now CEVO trying to get out of here. Here's an Ice Path onto 2. No, just 1. Misses Blarg. Actually did get Shredder. Dual Breath out to Zona maybe a little bit. But once again, this tri-lane turned into quad lane all of a sudden with CEVO and Blarg here on the Spirit Breaker. But Fabulous Fagos definitely getting the advantage there as they take out Dindum and Dimitri, and they suffer no casualties, actually. They did lose a top tier 1 tower, so I suppose it was a bit of a trade, and it would have been really bad if CEVO died. He is forced to go back to base, fill up his bottle, regain his health, probably and going to end up buying a TP as well. So not terrible for Faded, but definitely not good. I mean, they gave up a lot of XP and 2 kills just for a tier 1 tower, which wasn't even last hit there by Theory. Not that Darkseer is the best tower last hitter, but alright, better with Bacon. Looks like he did pick up an Invis rune, went ahead and activated it. And again, going to put pressure on this bottom lane on this Nakes. And like I said in the draft, I mean, whichever carry can really do better early on in the game, likely to stay ahead. That was before the Nakes bomb was there. I mean, the Nakes bomb is pretty hard to overcome, so we'll see if Fabulous Fagos can do it. But so far, doing everything right. Looking to get another gank off here. There goes the Chakram. The Rage is there. One more attack needed. He is able to rage up and dodge the magic damage, and now he throws in the wand. It looks like 15 charges back into full Rarsum. He's level 6 though from these kills. They can't kill him, they can't bring him down, and 2 heavy drops. Make it 3. The whole tri-lane is dead. Dindum, Dimitri, and who is playing that? What's Up Now Swedes on the Nakes. All 3 drop down there. They do get Rarsum. I believe, who came in to get that? Possibly CEVO. Here comes Theory though as well with an Ion Shell, but it doesn't do a whole lot when Better with Bacon's got the Chakram, picking up a triple kill on the Timbersaw so far, trying to go on CEVO as he's completely out of mana now, but so is Better with Bacon. Here come the 2 supports though, they're back into this. This will be a big kill as Bacon just got that triple kill up. He will go down. Dimitri picks up that one as Shredder just gonna go ahead and Saguchi himself away from this. Alright, so after the dust has settled, there was quite a bit of damage actually done to Faded. They haven't lost the bottom tower, but they did lose a couple fights. They lost their whole tri-lane in a 3-to-1 trade. But Rebuttal kill, they do get the Timbersaw down, so I want to say it was 3-2 at the end of the day, but Timbersaw picked up a triple kill. He's got his mana boots, he's got a full wand. He's going to be working towards, maybe he doesn't go Bloodstone, but I would think he's going to go Bloodstone. There are a couple other items. I mean, you can get a Sheepstick pretty fast, you can get an Ools. Pretty much anything for mana regen or mobility would be a good choice right now. Bloodstone obviously going to take the crown on the terms of the mana regen, especially since it scales as you get kills. And, I mean, you don't see it often, but you can suicide with the Bloodstone, and with enough charges, it's a huge heal to your team if it's a pretty close team fight, and you can get out. But that being said, Better with Bacon is a bit of their damage. Anyway, though, Theory, as we can see, he's being charged up, and he's probably wise to this. He's backing up to the tower, and here comes Blarg. He will hit CEVO first, actually, and Nether Strike Ball Lightning dodge, though, from CEVO, so that was unfortunate. CEVO thinks he was getting charged. It was really Theory, but Better with Bacon paying the price, being pretty aggressive there. As Blarg able to escape just barely with his life. But down here in the jungle now, big battle going on. Here comes Rarsum. His ultimate is on cooldown. What's Up Now Swede's going to get that kill over there. Swap from Broccoli and Cheese onto Dindum. Dindum down. What's Up Now Swede's being focused, but here comes his teammate Shredder, able to Saguchi away. They will likely catch Broccoli and Cheese, though. Surge with the open wounds is going to be enough. Ion Shell and an Ice Path, and they're going to hand that kill over, now trying to steal it from What's Up Now Swedes, as he needs all the gold he can get to stay in this game as a strong carry. And as I say that, let's check his items. FaZe has drums if he needs it. He's actually doing quite well. 45 last hits at 12 minutes in this contested of a tri-lane. That's pretty solid. Weaver not bad himself either, but slightly less at 34. And Faded, yeah, not out of this by any stretch of the imagination, as it's only 9-11 favoring Fagos. Even checking into the gold graph, they're actually ahead pretty much the whole game. That one fight bottom was a big dip in experience, so that was a little unfortunate. But as we can see in these last couple trades, they've regained that back. I mean, it's a 2,500 XP swing, make it 3, as now Faded leading in both gold and XP as we approach the 12.5-minute mark. And like I just mentioned, Nakes here, he's farming up a Storm. Barra, though, charging in behind the Tier 1 tower again. Dimitri in a lot of trouble. His Courier coming to deliver him and going to watch his master die as Dindum now on the run. The Chakram goes out. Does damage both ways, Miscoil Nuke as well, but they're not going to be able to get it. CEVO has TP'd on the backside of this. The Radiant Courier, though, is going to go down, so they pick it off. Dimitri's poor little Frog Courier will go down as Theory trying to do damage. Drops a wall, doesn't get a vacuum off, though. Better with Bacon with the burst damage. Dindum coming back in, gets swapped. Broccoli and Cheese gonna live. Now Dindum will drop to this. CEVO trying to do as much as he can in this fight going. not well right now, as it's 3 kills, 4-0. Everyone on the side of Fagos is pretty low. CEVO trying to get something done. What's up now? Swedes, no Infest. Looks like it was already used. And now I think CEVO's going to go down to the Timber Saw. Shiver me timbers. It's better with Bacon 5-2 right now at 13.5 minutes. And that fight goes 5-0. But will they get the tower? It looks like they might. Shredder has remained down here. He can turn the Aquila on if he needs to go ahead and get this tower. But maybe they don't want to get the tower, just so they force people to come back down here and could keep fighting behind a tier 1. It wouldn't actually be a bad strategy. Oh no! That courier is sad. Look at him dead. He's knocked out. He's seeing stars. He will be respawning in a minute and 45 seconds though, and he'll get back to delivering those items like we know he wants to. Shredder, meanwhile, going to head to the top, going to get that farm. Maybe going to set up a bit of a split push. He doesn't really need to be involved with this team, as better with Bacon now, the primary damage dealer at this point on this gank squad. Now we're going to run into and have ourselves a pause. And I'm going to drink some water. Oh, don't unpause that fast, come on. Alright, at least I got a sip. Alright, let's check into Blarg's farm and item progression, as, you know, he left his lane as soon as he hit level 6, so around the 5-minute mark he was gone. Charging another striking away, as Barra does, and the Lucky Bashes. But yeah, he's got treads up now, he's working towards an urn, so it's not terrible. It's about all he's going to need. Win some more team fights, get some more towers, get any towers for that matter. And he'll be sitting pretty on, you know, BKB, urn. Maybe he goes Mask if he really wants to be hyper aggressive. As we see him charging in, he's coming in fast. That's charging 2 Dindum. He's being chased by 3 right now. Timbersaw is here. TP coming in from Theory. Nice, trying to dodge it with the mirror image. It's not going to be enough. Dindum will go down, but a beautiful wall vacuum from Theory as he TPs in just in time. Blarg taking tower hits, tries to get Dimitri, but he will live. Rarsum going to drop here as well. Brackany and Cheese going to go down. So far 2 for 1. Dindum the only one to die. Blarg still being chased on the background. And what's up now? Swedes on the Nakes picks up a double kill. They're trying to chase Blarg, and now I think they're just pinging to get the tower, but no one's listening. As CEVO now on the prowl. He will get the overload off, but is it going to be enough to open wounds? And Fest damage will actually take the kill there. So Storm Spirit, even the last hit actually got it, but and Fest damage and Storm Spirit enough, and maybe going to be able to push down 2 towers here. So 4 for 1. Maybe 4 for 2.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is
no, 4 for 1, yeah, because they have 16. But either way, they're going to make a trade on these towers after the team fight going Faded's ways. It looks like they'll pick up middle. Maybe none, actually. Even top is going to be defended from Faded, as Shredder was setting up that split push. Mid tower, they've got it pretty low. So Fabulous Fagos mid tier 1 at 325 HP.
Is under attack.
Oh, Timbersaw picking up kills, and I'm not looking. Dive in tier 1, as Timbersaw does.
Of cunning, or perhaps
pretty much doesn't even do damage to him with reactive armor.
Structures have been fortified.
But no towers down except for the one Theory got. Oh, I take it back. Weaver gonna deny the middle tower, but here comes the charge from Blarg onto What's Up Now Swedes. Another strike used. Wasn't necessary, but why not? They're gonna take down the carry there. That's the Nakes. He will drop. Check out his item progression. Get in pretty close to Phase, Drum, and Armlet. So normally on contested, you'd probably see that around the 12, 14 minute mark. And a fairly contested tri-lane, 66 CS. Highest in the game in terms of carries at 66. Theory is actually leading on the Darkseer at 80. But yeah, I'd say... I cannot remember who's playing this. What's Up Now Swedes on the Nakes. Doing a pretty good job so far. That Armlet's going to help out a lot. A little bit more sustain, a little more damage in that team fight. Timbersaw could be in trouble, but the push in the mid lane, looks like they will be taking their first tower, so Fabulous Fagos groups 4 in the mid, almost 5, Timbersaw kind of running around, running interference, but they take their first tower, so now the tower stand, second tower, bottom actually dropped, didn't notice that one, so now Fabulous Fagos on the board in terms of map control with 2 towers, not looking to take a Roche yet, and I don't know, so far I think Faded right now. The laning phase is pretty much gone, and I'd say they kind of lost it there in the bottom lane. But that being said, I mean, there is a mech up already. It's probably been up for a while on the Darkseer. But they need to try to run these Nakes bombs, but it will be hard for them. If Fabulous Fagos is just going to continue to 5-man, Nakes bombing a Weaver is very possible, but it's going to be a little harder with the Storm Spirit. With a hero like Puck, where you can blink silence Snake's Bomb, definitely Weaver is a lot more easier gank. In this game, it's going to be pretty hard, and as the other four are standing together, I'm not too convinced that Faded can really get these Snake's Bombs off, but maybe the supports are feeling kind of confident. Leading in kills, maybe they overstep their bounds, trying to ward or de-ward. They can definitely get the pickoffs there, and I think that's what Faded needs to do, at least until their Naix is a little bit stronger, or maybe even their Storm Spirit has this Orchid. When Storm Spirit gets that Orchid, it's gank Weaver central for Faded. In terms of FF, I think they're doing it right. Split push with the Weaver, it's a hard gank right now, like I just discussed. And the other four are pretty much a force to be reckoned with, especially with this Abaddon just providing so much utility. It's just really annoying. And Better with Bacon is a hero that's great with farm. He's getting pretty close to the Bloodstone. He's actually only 100 gold off if he disassembles his mana boots, but obviously we'll have to repurchase those. So let's just say he's 1,000 gold off. He can have it earlier if he wants it. And here comes the 4-man Death Ball, pretty much just pushing down in the bottom lane. Going ahead and looking to get their third tower, the first two of the game, as Faded groups up to defend Dindum Surge. He sleeps in, he catches all three of them right on top of each other with a perfect wall. Vacuum there as well, right into the Macro Pyre, so the Wombo combo goes off, but no one dies yet. Broccoli and Cheese will be the first to go down. Rarsum got low as well. He's healed back up though because of his ult. Though Blarg will be the second casualty there on the Spear Breaker. He does go down, but Better with Bacon coming in. I thought that did a lot of damage, but not even. The Infest damage, and I think maybe a Riptide level 4 there, yeah, enough. So 4 for nil, and we can see how hard it is to push towers with those four, and especially with the Surge, Sleep, and the Wombo combo that Faded has up their sleeves. So I guess another option for them would just be definitely sort of doing a 4 protect 1 on their Naix. The Naix Bomb ganks onto Weaver, but until then, just be in position to defend towers. It doesn't look like Fabulous Fagos can do much about it, although in that case, kind of a bad play there by Fagos. All three of them were just standing on top of each other, and this is what can happen. What's up now, Swedes? Feeling good about himself, kind of just trying to farm the lane, and now looking to get ganked up here by the charge. Against a Barra, you really cannot be alone, because with the changes to him and that greater bash chance, or the proc on charge, it's really hard. But it looks like Swedes will live, even with the bug on. I'm going to take it off an armlet toggle. Shredder going on Dindum now, but he's overextending himself a little bit here. He does have a time lapse. Going to dive into the tower, try to get this kill. The Riptide goes out. Oh, if the Vortex was there, that probably would have been enough to kill him. But anyway, score 19-17, still pretty much neck and neck. I thought Fabulous Fagos might run away with it there when it was 16-9, but since then, a couple team fights going Faded's way. Checking to the gold graphs now, we see Fabulous Fagos, though, actually ahead in the gold, probably because Shredder has been farming it up, split pushing, getting some towers. But XP, the fights lately have been going in Faded's way, especially that last one, about a 4k XP swing there, so pretty up and down game in terms of the graphs and momentum.
There appears to be some sort of Radiant's bottom
Although once again pushing the tier 2
tower
tower, this time though, all 5 are down here. As What's Up Now Sweets comes in onto Broccoli and Cheese, they're gonna get him. No, he swaps out actually, but there's a beautiful wall, Vacuum, Ice Path, Macro Fire, everything Infest damage to go down immediately. Blarg gonna drop as well. Better with Bacon. Are there enough trees for him to get away? It looks like there actually won't be. Okay, well, there was enough trees, but there's definitely too much damage for him to escape from that, as well as stuns. So once again, Fabulous Fagos, they go to push this tower. This time they bring all 5, thinking that it would make the difference. But Wall, Vacuum, perfect combination between Theory and Dimitri. They are roommates. They live together. They play together. They study together. And apparently they wombo combo well together as well. So the Jakiro and Darkseer, almost too much to handle here for Fagos. Maybe they're going to have to change up the game plan here. Just not take these fights and maybe try to get Weaver some more farm. Weaver just take the top tier 2 tower while they waste time. But when you're wasting time in the bot lane, like we saw the first time, there's the Surge Sleep from Dindum on the Naga. So, I don't know. It's actually going to get pretty hard here for Fabulous Fagos. The Bear, though, still getting a little behind, actually. I don't know. Level 10, Urn, going for drums now. The only ones he can kill pretty much are Dindum and Jakiro. Although the Lincoln Sphere is done on Shredder here on the Weaver, chasing down Dindum right now. Swedes is there. Open Wounds going to force out the time lapse as he's just going to head back, farm a camp, and then roll out. Checking in on Theory, the man of the team fights apparently. Nice wall vacuum so far. He's got a mech Looks like he's just going to be going ahead and rushing that sheep stick. Probably the right choice there. Just sheep up. As long as the Lincoln's is broken, sheep up the Weaver, and that's a kill immediately. You can also, I mean, it's situational, that item, but actually hold that thought. Team fight going out. Dimitri with a nice ice path to save some time. Shredder, Aphotic shielded. That's going to save his life, but now what's up, Swedes? Just going to turn on Broccoli and Cheese. There's 4 here, though, and now Faded going to have to retreat, although Theory has TP'd in. He's there. 4 heroes, 5 as the charge from Blarg. Blarg is coming in the distance. Dimitri. Okay, so that's going to stop the charge. Here comes the Ice Path Macro Pyre onto the wall again. This time not at a tower, in the jungle. The infest damage is also going to be there. But everyone low on both sides right now. Nice armlet toggle by Swedes. Blarg being chased down by Theory right now, as well as himself. And he's going to go down, so Theory picking up a double kill there. Dimitri will fall down on the Jakiro at the end of the day, as Theory is going to have to search himself out of here. What's up now? Swedes, though, in trouble. Bacon and Shredder chasing him down. Going to get the much-needed kill there on the Nakes. Faded was starting to roll away with the momentum, and indeed, I guess they still sort of are. They're ahead in kills now for the first time in a while, 23-21. The last 3 or 4 team fights going great for them, and the gold graph, XP graph reflecting that. More so the XP. Gold is still catching up. They're behind in towers. They need to group up and maybe push something down here. Let's do a quick item check, though. Rarsum here on the Abaddon. He's got up the mechanism right now, as well as, you know, warding and whatnot. D-War coming out here from Shredder, who's got his Lincoln Sphere and Aquila, so looking for his first damage item now. Probably going to be a Deso. We can wait and see. Broccoli and Cheese has some mana boots and a smoke, so looking to maybe put that to use. Looks like Better with Bacon got his Bloodstone dyed and has since picked up 3 assists and or kills. Back to 7 charges there, as they are going for a Roche on the side of Fagos and checking in with Blarg. It's got those drums finished up relatively soon, as well as an urn and tread, so I don't know, not the best item progression for him at 25 minutes into the game, but that's not why they picked him. They didn't pick him to be a carry. They picked him to charge and be hyper-aggressive in the early game, which was working for a while, but now some core items up, like the Orchid on Cybe, so the Nake's Bomb onto Weaver going to be a lot easier. Phase Drums, Armlet. Going into a Basher now is what's up now, Swedes on the Nakes, and besides that, not a whole lot else. Didn't up with some treads to tank up, and that Stout Shield as well. Dimitri here, the Mana Boot holder for the team, as well as Theory, so 2 Mana Boots up. And yeah, that's where we are, pretty much sitting on the items. I don't know if I need to check anyone else. Blarg, nope, yeah, that's about it. Timbersaw, no, we got that too. Does have a Haste Rune bottled for the next engagement. Looks like they did back off a Roche. And I wouldn't be surprised, Timbersaw's next item. Will he finish the Mana Boots? He doesn't really need them. It wouldn't be bad, but probably going to want to get that Sheep Stick rolling next. At least they can Sheep Cybe or what's up now on the Nakes next time they Nakes bomb in on something.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dyer's bottom very nice.
I'm liking the stream chat right now.
Structures are fortified. Sorry, I just noticed that Dyer's bottom tower is under
but anyway, looks like Faded gonna get another tower, so that takes away all the tier 1s. So they've got 3 tier 1s, Fabulous Fagos remaining on their tier 2s, but so is Faded. All their tier 1s are also gone. At the top lane, though, 2 PPs coming in just to, I don't know who's pressuring it, maybe the Timbersaw. They make him back off. He's got his Haste Rune used up now, but that could have just procced because of time. I thought maybe they were gonna go ahead and push that. Although Fagos, they see 4 TPs top, and now they're thinking, hey, we can Roche. They're going to be pretty far away. But it looks like Faded was pretty quick to react to that. They're already all grouped up in the mid lane. Here comes the Courier. It's got a smoke on it. And Roche, is it going down fast? It's half health now. They do have a medallion. Who's that on? Oh, medallion on Weaver. Okay. So it's a nice item. It helps with the Roche. Maybe why they got it. But here comes the defense from Cybe, with the Nakes inside of him, looking to Nakes bomb into this. That's going to stop the attempt here. Blarg, though, in a lot of trouble, will go down, but they've wasted everything on one. Can Fagos counter-initiate onto the Cybe? Is going to drop. He goes down immediately. An interesting, definitely not the best wall vacuum combination as they pop to sleep now. Maybe looking to run out of this? I'm not sure. The Macro Pyre goes down by Dimitri. Rarsum doing work there, slowing them down, but Better with Bacon in the Chakram as well. Dimitri will drop, so that's 3 for 1. It was a bit of a mistake to unload everything onto that Spirit Breaker. Not the best placed wall. Everything was a little out of sync there as they took their Wombo combo onto the aggressive side of things. But here, still not done yet. Nice vacuums everyone into that Ion Shell Nakes. He's taking him down. Rarsum's ult is not available. He barely gets away. Actually, he just will go ahead and drop there. Commits suicide, actually, with his miscoil. So that's a nice play, actually, there on Rarsum. Play of the game, perhaps. Not that it's incredibly hard to do, but anyway, Blarg coming back in, gonna disrupt Roche a little bit, but he's aiming for Swedes. He's gonna find Nakes. Doesn't have the Nether Strike for another 20, and now Blarg maybe a little in over his head. What's up now, Swedes? Armlet toggling. Shredder forced to run out of that one, so nice play there by the Nakes to stay alive with the Armlet. Do they have any vision? There's sentries on Dindum. They want to get him. The net will go out, but that's gonna pop the Lincolns, and Shredder is just gonna be okay as Saguchi's out of there. However, Roche now 2,000 HP, is about an eighth of its health. Better with Bacon, trying to do as much damage as he can. Hiding up here in the tree is going to run away. Roche, it's going to die soon. Who will get the Aegis? Timbersaw wants to go back in, but there's not really any trees that can get him inside. So the Radiant pick up the Roche, and Swedes is going to get it, but immediately die to pay the price. But is it worth it? Yeah, he can still get up. They can still fight after this. Let's see what they do. Broccoli and Cheese netted up. He goes down. Saibi coming in to get that kill, but may take a life. No. Rarsum now in trouble. His ult is up, so borrow time is a go. There it goes. The wall onto one. That's just a Timbersaw, but they're going to drop it anyways. But on the back line of things, Weaver just being a nuisance, going to take out Theory on the Darkseer. Rarsum will drop. Here comes in Blargle once again, charging out of the base. Oh, the TP just in time from Saibi. He was on low health. It was a for sure kill, but Saibi gonna get out there on time. Meanwhile, what's up now? Swedes just killed Abaddon, going for Blarg now, and he's gonna get it, though better with Bacon on the back lines. Macropyre thrown out, walking all over it is Bacon, but Shredder just running around. They can't do anything to him with this Lincolns. He's got a double kill, looking for a triple, but so is Swedes on better with Bacon. He won't get it. Shredder dominating now, picking up a triple kill off of this extremely extended Roshan fight. It did go the way of Faded, and they denied it from Fagos, and the kill still remaining a 2-kill differential. So at the end of the day, many lives were lost, but I don't know if any incredible advantage was gained. We can see the XP graph is kind of just flatlined off there, and the gold slightly climbing towards Faded. So at the end of the day, a bit of a wash besides denying that Aegis. But yeah, I don't know, craziness right there. I don't have an analyst panel to go over that after this game is over, which is a bit unfortunate for me. But Shredder there, able to pick up the tower. Theory going for a kill rather than a deny.
Must be very pleased with themselves, or himself.
Or maybe was going for both and just couldn't get it. But either way, Shredder going to pick up a tower. Didn't get the last hit, but it wasn't a deny, and he gets out of there just fine. And after that fight, so maybe here's where they sort of won that engagement. They did lose the Roche XP and the Aegis, of course. Not that the Aegis is still standing, but Shredder close to a damage item, close to a BKB. Shredder there, nice swap into the Nether Strike. They're going to take him down, but another Macropyre did him with the sleep. They threw the Macropyre out. You can waste that. It's pretty short cooldown. They just wanted to run, so nothing really too badly there, besides the fact that Theory got picked off at the start of that fight. Was a little unfortunate, actually, but whatever. When he respawns in 50, does not have buyback, I don't believe. No, he does not. It's actually on cooldown as well as not having enough gold. But Wall is off cooldown. The Nake's bomb here being already prepped up by Saibi and what's up now, Swedes. But not going to push into the high ground right away. The smart call there by Fagos. They're going to go ahead and rotate top, catch the creep wave, and just begin to push down. This tower very low, 30 hit points away from being in deny range. But they're going to go to look to defend. They feel strong, even without the Darkseer, which could be a bit of a gamble. I don't know. The wall vacuums have pretty much been perfect as of late. And, you know, maybe not the Roshan fight, but we'll forget about that for now. The tower will go down. They're going to be lasted there by Shredder. Now they've got to retreat. Maybe they've extended themselves a little much. Broccoli and Cheese with a nice swap onto Dindum, and he's going to go down. Even Blarg with the charge there, but not even going to need it. We'll put it on cooldown as it is. I mean, it's a 30-second cooldown. You don't want to just waste it, but in this case, not really going to matter too much, but it looks like... Who was down here? No one was down here, just a creep wave doing work. They're going to TP to defend. Work on this last tier 2. Again, this one 40 from deny range. So systematically taking out the towers, taking the team fights they want here is Fabulous Fagos here. For anyone just joining, this is... Oh, actually, hold that thought. Nake's bomb in the mid lane. Orchid goes out onto better with Bacon. Looks like they're going to have just enough to get him. Yes, actually more than enough to get him. He will go down, so nice pick off there. And maybe going to get something a little extra as Rarsum trying to TP out. Can he get it? He will be able to TP out. No lucky one-hit bashes there. What's up now, Swedes? Does have that basher as well as a Yasha, but not enough there to get Rarsum as he's able to TP out. So, hashtag borrowed time, I guess. Able to get him out of there, no problem. Blarg maybe trying to find some farm. He does have the drums up. wants a BKB though, just so he can cause a little bit more of a ruckus in these team fights. But Faded now grouping up in the mid lane as 4, not too far behind them. Dindum on the Naga Siren making his way over. They do have the Sleep, Macropyre wall. Everything is available, including the Nake's Bomb. Cybe wants maybe a little more mana, but they're being chased down here by Shredder. The Sleep goes out. The charge is coming in on the Swedes, but that's going to be canceled as well. It's actually coming from the south, and they throw the Sleep. So the charge is still going to come in, but they get almost 2. Better with Bacon escapes with the use of a BKB. A vacuum into pretty much nothing. The wall, bit of a waste there. Not doing a whole lot. Shredder pretty low on the backside. He's got his Desolator up now, and he's wailing on Swedes. The Infest damage is going to take out another. That's Blarg. Cybe will go down. Rarsum on borrowed time once again. But Theory going to drop to Shredder. Picks up the kill there. Nether Strike in the north. I hear it, but I don't see it. That's on what's up now. Swedes. Nakes will drop. And now 4 down. Actually about to be 5. Shredder with a double kill coming out of this team fight. They did force a buyback from Blarg, but 5 heroes wiped, and looking to push Rax right now is Fabulous Fagos. Fortified down for what? Another minute. And buyback status, let's check it out. Looks like I already had it up. Darkseer, yes. Storm Spirit, yes. Dimitri, yes. On the Jakiro, no on the Nakes, so who knows? Fabulous Fagos could potentially get a Rax out of this. There's 2 buybacks forced so far. 37 seconds, 27 seconds here for the Nake's Bomb to get back up into this game. That's a 3rd buyback forced, and they still might lose a tier 3 tower. Net goes out onto Blarg. Blarg will drop. Timbersaw coming in though, doing a lot. Blarg actually going to get out of this one alive. The tower, is it going to get him? No, it's not. Nice swap there, Red Broccoli and Cheese to disjoint some of that action. Going to save the life there as 2 go down. That's Theory and Dimitri going down here in game 1. The Rax, Cybe again, all 3 of bought back are down. The Rax now taking hits, and this looks like this could be game 1 under wraps for Fabulous Fagos. It's not GG yet with 1 lane, but it's definitely going to make it a little bit harder for Faded to stay in this game. The Nakes getting stronger. He's picked up a Yasha just to not get kited around as much, but that's Rax 1. They're going top, Fortifies down, and that's going to be the GG. But Faded playing with some substitutions this game. Not that, I mean, they play with Dindum and what's up now Swedes often, but looks like Corey and Jabano rejoining for game 2, but congrats, Fabulous Fagos on a game 1 win, looking to go to the finals. Money on the line tonight. I'll get into that in game 2. But anyways, I'm Helium from FMBP Dota. This has been CEVO Season 2 Playoffs, and we'll be bringing you game 2, possibly 3 in just a few moments.